Good evening. It is Crystal Palace against Manchester City in the Premier League. Welcome aboard, everybody, to Tom Talks Football. I hope you're all doing well. Kick-off is at 8 o'clock. You have joined me for the watch-along for Palace against Manchester City on this Friday night. Welcome aboard. And yes, just a reminder as well that due to changes imposed on the channel, changes that needs to be done with our pre-match intro song. The intro, yes, is silent tonight, hence why you can still hear my voice over it, and hence why I can talk over it. I'm just rolling it anyway. To give you guys a bit of a heads up, because I've just deleted the comment that I had on the pin comment to let you know. But yeah, we'll get that sorted for you tomorrow. Don't worry about that. Hello there, welcome back aboard to Tom Talks Football. My name is Tom, bringing you the watch along this evening for Crystal Palace against Manchester City live in the Premier League. Do your watch on the replay, then please make sure you leave a like on stream. And that's Scrowdy Yardy. Thank you very much indeed, folks. Everybody's choice here today. Kick-off's on the way for you, 8 o'clock in the Premier League at Selhurst Park. Welcome aboard, everybody. I hope once again that you are all doing well. And kick-off here is 8 o'clock. So it's a Premier League watch along then tonight. Selhurst Park is where the Premier League weekend begins. Crystal Palace did lose 2-0 away to Everton last week, but on Friday night action, they're at home to Manchester City for their first home game of the season. And it is once again at 8 p.m. Kickoff. Should be interested as well. I'm hoping that Palace will improve on their performance at the weekend. I don't think they played. No, they didn't. No, they didn't, because the Europa League Club, they did not play in the Carabao Cup in midweek. So no, there's nothing to look at there. So no, they've had a week's break pretty much. Well, 6 days. And yeah, they're back in action. Manchester City, the opponents, of course, for them. Man City did not play either in midweek in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, but I think that this is a very interesting game for Crystal Palace, and I think a lot of people are writing them off early. But you have to remember that Manchester City are, I would say, presented as a weaker opponent nowadays because of the loss of Pep Guardiola, because of the loss of big players like Bernardo Silva, so I think that prejudgments to say that Palace don't stand a chance are almost false, because City, yes, are a scary opposition on paper, but when you preview them now, you have to remember they're a weaker opposition. They simply are not as strong because the great Pep, out of all, is no longer a part of Manchester City. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup under my eye. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. And it's also going to be a very interesting weekend, because it's one of those weekends where here on Tom Talks Football, you get a full roster of Premier League action live with us. We're going to bring you a watch along tonight, of course. Then tomorrow it's a double header. We're going to do Liverpool against Nottingham Forest at 12:15 for that 12:30 kickoff. 5:30, it's Spurs Newcastle. Then Super Sunday, we're going to bring you a double again. We're going to do Leeds Brentford at 2 o'clock, and then we're going to do Manchester United against Ipswich Town at 4:30. Then Monday night, it will be switching over to Tom Talks Arsenal, where I will introduce the channel and everything like that, and we'll bring you an Arsenal watch along via there. Maybe for the first watch along, I will connect it to Tom Talks Football. I don't know yet. That stream, as a reminder, will not be available to Twitch viewers, and Arsenal content will no longer be available to Twitch viewers either. I will let you know as well on Sunday evening about Tom Talks Arsenal, and again about the fact that Twitch viewers will not be able to access that stream. Only YouTube viewers will be given access to Tom Talks Arsenal. So yeah, we'll sort that all out on Sunday evening. But here it's Palace against Manchester City. There is also going to be a few notices coming up as well tonight, just basically about the bank holiday weekend. We've got some channel maintenance coming up on Tuesday. So there will be no watch along on Tuesday at all, because I have got channel maintenance on Tuesday. And then also, yeah, we've had a little bit of a problem with Ipswich Town and the ability to give our Premier League thumbnails the same standard when involving Ipswich Town. So unfortunately, there has been a slight problem with Ipswich Town and the ability to include them fairly in thumbnails. So there will also be a notice on the channel later on coming up about thumbnail changes because of Ipswich Town having missing pieces to what we would require as a bare minimum to make a thumbnail for a live stream. Okay, that's pretty much all it is. So yeah, keep an eye on the community tab because there are going to be a few notices going up tonight. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock then. Let's have a look at the team news and the match information. Crystal Palace against Manchester City. Just checking through the weekend then for you. It is a 4-game Super Sunday with 3 games at 2 o'clock. Leeds, Brentford, Sunderland, Fulham, and Chelsea, Brighton. We're going to be looking at Leeds, Brentford on Sunday. Before Manchester United against Ipswich. Again, please note that there is going to be a slight adjustment that I don't want to make, but it's a forced one. There will be a notice on the community tab later on explaining what's going on with that fixture and Ipswich Town's part as to why it can't be perfect. Then tomorrow we've got Liverpool, Forest and Spurs, Newcastle. As you see, watch-alongs 12:15 and 5:15 for the 5:30 and 12:30 kickoffs. 3 o'clock games include Coventry, Hull and Bournemouth, Everton. Then Monday night, it's Arsenal away to Villa. I've also noticed the Villa Park is going under some construction, so the Vitality Stadium is also having some construction work done, yes. But yes, there's something going on at Villa Park. I think it's a stand refurbishment or something. So yeah, Villa Park might look a bit different on TV on Monday. Let's have a look at the league table then, going into this Premier League weekend, of course. We are now at a stage where Arsenal could plummet a little bit because of being chosen to play last this weekend. Yes, you have got AC Milan at the... Sunderland have got the San Siro. I don't know. I haven't paid attention to that. Yeah. So yeah, that's what could happen. We currently sit in second because of goal difference. And yeah, Manchester City picked up 3 points. So they, of course, with a win, could move on to 6 points. That would be taking them to the top of the Premier League table. But for Crystal Palace, they currently are on a -2 goal difference and in the bottom half on 0 points. So 3 points for them with a -1 goal difference could move them. And I'm talking about by let me rephrase that. A 1-goal win would put them on a -1 goal difference. So let's say Palace win by 1 goal. 3 points and a -1 goal difference would have them level on points with everybody who won last weekend. Obviously, Man City don't count because they are the opponents of Crystal Palace tonight. The goal difference might be -1 still. Yeah, so they would move above Liverpool and Newcastle into 10th. I have also done mine as well, but don't panic. You have got until 3 p.m. tomorrow to get your Super 6 predictions in. So there is no rush right now, but make sure they are in by 3 p.m. Otherwise, it's a missed opportunity for £1 million. So, yeah, that is what the league table is looking like. And like I say, Arsenal will need to... we're going to be quite low down because penultimately, we're going to be getting some teams going on to 6 points, aren't we? So, anyways, that is pretty much what the league table looks like. But again, a win for Manchester City would put them top of the league. Even a point would put them top of the league, of course, because everybody's on 3 points. 2 are on 1 and all the rest are on 0. So, yeah. Nobody exceeds 3 points at this stage. So, City will draw and go top of the league. Right, I'm running out of time. Let's have a look at the team news and the match information. Over we go to the team news. Then, I just want to quickly, because I've heard mention. I mean, look, he's been transfers according to. I've been looking around today, obviously making the thumbnails, right? And I have seen that there's been some transfer links for Jean-Philippe Mateta, but also it would appear that Jean-Philippe Mateta is actually injured or out for a month, because I've heard, I mean, the sober score isn't saying anything, but I've heard mentions of it by the Sky crew, so I'm not sure, but he's not on the thumbnail for many reasons, and he's not going to be on the thumbnails until the window closes, because I don't know if he's still going to be a Palace player, so... In goal then for Palace is Dean Henderson in goal. Back three of Takahiro Tomiyasu, former Arsenal player, getting his first or second start today. Joined by Chris Richards and JD Canvert. Bit of a weak back three that, you know. Behind the midfield four of Tyrick Mitchell, Adam Wharton, Daichi Kamada, and Anand Kalili. That's new. That's a new player, definitely. Then the front three is a diamond front three led by Jorgen Strand Larsen, also with Eddie Nketiah and Yarin Pino in it. On the bench is Daniel Munoz, Axel Disasi. Jeff Tillman, McNeil, Xavier Gozo, Will Hughes, Evan Gesson, Oscar Mingueza, and Walter Benitez. Manchester City 4-2-3-1 with Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal. A back four of Abdulkadir Kusadov, Ruben Diaz, Mark Gahey, and Josko Gvardiol. Behind the midfield, which is split into two passing defensive two of Elliot Anderson and Nico Riley. Behind the attacking three of Phil Foden, Rayan Cherki, and Antoine Semenyo. Erling Haaland leads the front. On the bench is Mateo Kovacic, Ryan Nouri, Vitor Reis, Geronimo Rulli, Claudio Echeverry, Ayub Boadi. I think these two are new. Ryan McAdoo, youngster. I think Caden Branthwaite, youngster or new. And Rico Lewis. How you doing? I'm good, thank you. And by the way, just a quick one as well. By the way, welcome to Ashik as well. Didn't get the chance to. For anybody who joins us tonight who has watched the vlog, I'm fully aware of the high amount of comments. Do not panic. I am not ignoring your comments. They will get responded to later on. So just a bit of a heads up there for any new viewers who join us here, that any comments that people are expecting replies to will be read and all that lot later on. Yes, it's definitely gotten quite a lot of attention, I must say, for a descriptionless vlog. And yes, I fully acknowledge that at the minute my descriptions need updating, which is why it's descriptionless. Again, Tuesday is a scheduled channel maintenance day, so we'll update all the things that haven't been. Absolutely, big up to you. How you doing, Jack? Good seeing you. Welcome aboard, mate. At some point when you get a chance to reply to my message, just so we can try and sort all that out. But big up to you. Welcome aboard. Let's just go through the teams then on Sky. We're about to get ready for kickoff. And it is a black and gold kit for Manchester City. Interesting that they feel the need to have gold on a kit when they've not won any major honours outside of the 2 cups in the last 2 seasons. So yeah, no Mateus Nunes, no Jack Grealish, and for Palace, there is a month's absence for Jean-Philippe Mateta. Whether that's an injury or if it's because of the transfer link, I don't know. There is no listing. Yeah, definitely, mate, because if you are willing to do it for me, it would take a weight off my shoulders, and obviously I want to be able to transfer the files in the easiest way possible and not for it to take me half an hour to an hour to get files over via email or whatever. So yeah, if there is an editor with a cloud service that you use, then that's how we'll do it. A strong cloud service, of course. I would expect it to be a strong cloud service. I'm sure you'll understand what I mean. So Pierre Sage, there's the new head coach of Palace. Should be interesting. And yes, we are on the Pepsi tonight. I bought this a couple of days ago. Didn't drink it on Wednesday when I did the Everton watch along. So I am going to drink a little bit of it tonight. Not that I particularly like it. It was on offer though. We will be back to Coca-Cola though on tomorrow. And yes, don't worry, we won't be drinking Pepsi on stream anymore. I fully acknowledge that I prefer Coca-Cola. I also fully acknowledge that Coca-Cola are a proud sponsor of the Premier League. And it's kind of disrespectful for me to not drink Coca-Cola and drink a competitor when I prefer Coca-Cola and they sponsor this league. We're off and running then at Selhurst Park between Crystal Palace and Manchester City. Here we go. Nowhere near as good. Nah. It's all right, but nah. Yeah. I am honestly not at all bothered if I have to tip the rest of that down the loo. Pepsi just does not hit the spot for me at all. So yeah, well, I'll drink some of it, but the rest is going down the sink or the loo. If we want to have the Pepsi Coca-Cola debate, 1-0 Coca-Cola. All day Coca-Cola for me. I honestly, I'm not at all a Pepsi fan. Like, I drink it at an inconvenience to myself. And the co-op, when I went to buy some Coke, did not have any at all. So, like I say, if we want to do the whole Coca-Cola stuff, if we want to do the whole Coke Pepsi debate, 1-0 Coke for me, all day. Jeremy Pino with the ball into the box. It's a good area where it's been delivered into. Daichi Kamada, there's space for Pino. That's a block. Tyrick Mitchell, Daichi Kamada. Kamada cuts inside, big deflection, over corner Palace. I've always been told that Lucasade helps illness the best. Apparently, I mean, that's what I've been told. That's what, yeah, like I say, that's what I've been told. If you're feeling poorly, get some Lucasade. And Lucasade Fizzy, I mean, not Sport. Just to correct that as well. Fizzy Lucasade, not Lucasade Sport. So like Lucasade Orange, Lucasade Original. Basically, well, I would say Lucasade Orange. Yeah, we've got a bet. Both areas are covered, by the way, as well. I don't think City are going to win, but if I feel like I want to trigger a price boost just to cover all areas, I will. Bayern Munich, Man City, PSG all to win. And Wrexham all to win is a £1 stake returning at £11.25. But again, I don't think Manchester City will win. My bet builder backs Palace to win or draw with over 1.5 goals in the game, over 6.5 goalers, and 3 shots from Erling Haaland. I don't know. I've just been told that Lucasade makes you feel better. And I'll be honest with you, Lucasade does make me feel better when I'm ill. But again, don't get confused with that being open to all types of Lucasade. It must be Lucasade Fizzy. If it's Lucasade Sport, it won't work. No, electrolytes will do nothing to your body if you're feeling ill. In fact, I would argue that the electrolytes would make you feel worse if your body's trying to fight an illness. Because the whole idea of electrolytes is to boost your body and remove slump. But the problem is the illness is stronger than the electrolytes. I would say, yeah. Oh. Your stomach will hate you. Oh no. Please don't mention diet. I can't. Like, honestly, I am very likely to turn you down if you offer me a diet drink. No. Absolutely not. It's a trap. And I think I think it does you stomach damage. So no. Please, no offense. If you are going to offer me a drink and it's a fizzy drink, make it full fat. Don't offer me a diet drink. Ever. Do you know what's replacing the sugar? Gas. Gas. What's your stomach made of? Acid. You are putting gas into an acidic bowl. Your stomach won't like that. And I promise you, there is a lot less chemicals in full fat Coke than there is diet. A lot less. Why? Because full fat Coke contains natural ingredients. Maybe not as good for your teeth and that kind of lark, but And by the way, another thing, almost all diet drinks have a salt content to replace the sugar. Eight minutes gone. It's 0-0. Semenyo, Haaland, and Foden. Will he get a tap in? No. Don't like Fanta. Not for me. Fanta is. I don't. Well, no. I mean, I can drink it. I don't. It doesn't excite me. It's. I think it's a bit of a. It's one of those drinks where I find it a bit of an inconvenience to drink altogether. Fanta. I personally prefer Tango over Fanta. Pino in space there, offside flag is raised. Nil-nil so far, about 10 minutes gone. And a reminder that tomorrow we are watching Liverpool against Nottingham Forest to start you off. It's a 12:15 start for the 12:30 kickoff. And extra match attendance will be game week 5, which is the last game week before the international break. And it's a big one as well, with Brighton and Hove Albion versus Arsenal on the agenda. Yeah, Brighton versus Arsenal, mate. That's what we're doing. Brighton versus Arsenal. This is the next one. And that will be a Tom Talks Arsenal match day vlog. We will be back on Tom Talks Football though, and we're expected to do up to 2 vlogs as well during the international break. I'm expecting to include Barnsley in one of those. Because of an attraction in Barnsley that I want to visit, which is based on school term time, with its opening times throughout the midweek. And there is only one attraction that I'm aware of of its kind in the UK that does not restrict its midweek opening times based on school term time. Dean Henderson with that catch there, yeah. I think Palace's next game is against Forest, actually. Let me have a look. I want to have a look. I think they're very soon, actually. Not too long at all before that game, I don't think. It's either game week 3 or 4, I'm sure of it. But yeah, game week 5, it will be a restricted amount of vlogs. Streams, I should say. I will probably be doing up to 2 across that weekend. Probably 1. And that'll be the Friday night Brentford-Chelsea. It's not coming up quite soon, actually. It's game week 6, Palace Forest. Should be A bit fighty though, and a bit, well, no, not fighty, feisty. Sorry, not feisty, feisty, fighty, fighty, fighty. Match week 9. Match week 9. I have got a holiday booked. I've decided to do a Blackpool eliminations trip across the weekend of Saturday the 31st of October. Now, I will do a watch-along for Liverpool versus Arsenal on Tom Talks Arsenal. Please bear in mind that that will be from a neutral location. And I will look into getting tickets. I mean, look, I'll say it as it is. I'm going to be away for that weekend. If the opportunity falls that I am able to get a ticket at a face value price from people who I know, then obviously those arrangements will be made. The Tom Talks on the Arsenal channel is open now. I'm getting ready to open it. Like, it's open. Yeah. It'll be ready by Monday, and I'll start sharing it on Saturday, tomorrow or Sunday. I'm not providing the link yet, mate. It'll happen via the community tab when I decide, mate. It will be this weekend, though. Yeah, when I get a chance to do it. I'm hoping that Battle of the Britain is not going to get moved, is it? No, it's not. Why is that a 5:30 kickoff? O'Reilly to Foden. Ali Anderson. Gahey. That's Haaland and delicious cross headed in by Erling Haaland. City take a 1-0 lead. So 1-0 to Man City. Haaland with the header, which gives them the lead. Yeah, it's a good header. It's perfect, really, because it loops kind of. It goes up and high. Too high for Henderson to reach. He had his arm outstretched and it just dropped down in time and bobbed into the net. And Manchester City have got a 1-0 lead. Bayern Munich, half-time 1-0 up against Stuttgart. Diet Upamecano with the goal for Bayern Munich. Currently, Lille 0, PSG 0, 8 o'clock kickoff in Liga. And Wrexham behind against Birmingham at home in the EFL Championship with Newman getting the opening goal for Birmingham City. And if Birmingham City lose to Wrexham, if Wrexham win, PSG win, and Bayern Munich win, then this price boost comes alive. Should Manchester City get all 3 points at the Selhurst Park tonight? Takahiro Tomiyasu with the defending back there. So yeah, goal alerts are on for those games for me. No, you will never get a 3 p.m. watch. You will never again. No. Only under the most exceptional circumstances. For example, a Carabao Cup semi-final, away leg, first. Like I say, the reason why I didn't go to Leeds Arsenal was because of exceptional circumstances. And I mean exceptional circumstances, which just could not be avoided. PSG aren't losing, no. They're at 0-0. But they are now. Yeah, like I personally want to try and avoid that situation from arising again, where I have to miss out on a 3 p.m. kickoff and scrap my 3 p.m. rule because of simply an unavoidable fixture. At a lucrative price. So yeah, if we get to the Carabao Cup semi-finals, I would make the warm request, especially if we're playing Chelsea, for the home leg to be first. Because I do have a little bit of concern that that kind of situation may arise again. Oh, that space for Elliot Anderson feeds it on to Erling Haaland, back to Anderson. Foden in space. He should have just slotted that away then, but he was leaning back and his shot went over the bar. What a waste. Lovely movement from Manchester City. Nah, I think they'll win. I don't know, though. But no, definitely here on Tom Talks Football, I want to make the point that definitely we are aiming to bring out more matchday vlogs, and quite apparently today, they reach very quickly. I have had a lot of YouTube notifications with comments, and so I mean, the Leeds one without a description has done well. Well, no, they're not a bad side. No, I don't think so. Tyrant Mitchell. Palace 0, City 1. City throw. It's been a disappointing start, really. Palace point of view. I'm not a big fan of Palace's kit either. I think it's far too white. Almost looks like an away kit. Henderson did well there in the Palace goal. It's actually gone out for a Manchester City corner. Phil Foden will take it on the right. Foden, it was not a bad corner. It was well defended and headed away, I think, by Adam Wharton in the end. Or I'm not 100% sure. Elliot Anderson. Shirky to the byline. And nobody was there to tap. Well, O'Reilly just out of reach to tap it in. We're all over Palace City, really. Absolutely all over them. Crystal Palace have got a free kick here. Jeremy Pino stood over it. It's currently a 1-goal deficit. Didn't really have much effect, the free kick. It was met by Foden almost immediately. Picked up there by Kamada, Tomiyasu, and then into the box. Erling Haaland back there to clear it away. Mitchell on the ball. Almost at the half an hour mark. It's, like I say, Crystal Palace, no Manchester City 1. Plenty of watch-alongs for you this weekend as well. There will also be a watch-along in the Championship on Wednesday. Wednesday is the 2nd, that is, of September. We're going to do Burnley against Middlesbrough for you. And that one will be a 8 o'clock kickoff, starting the live stream at 7:45. So an EFL Championship watch-along for you on Wednesday. So Monday and Wednesday, we are live next week. And then I think there's a Premier League match as well next Friday. There is. We're going to do Ipswich against Liverpool. So 3 midweek streams next week. One of them being on Tom Talks Arsenal. And yeah, Newcastle at Bournemouth is part of that. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just reviewing things. I'm just having a little... Just having a little nosy. Ryan Cherky's going to go into the book. Anderson's loose pass, and then that's just Wharton with the burst acceleration. Tug back on the shirt. Takes out Wharton. Cherky, it's all day yellow card for me. And his first of the season, Ryan Cherky. Strand Arsenal flicked it on straight away almost. Potential offside shout. It was close, that. Okay, see you won it back. Cross in by Tomiyasu. Back underway for the second half. Bayern Munich against Stuttgart. Bayern Munich leading that game by 1-0 and in by Walton. Ugh. In by Walton. How's that? How are you doing, mate? Welcome aboard. Up to you. Me personally, nah. I am so past it. Do you know what? If I get the opportunity to vote a poll at 3 p.m. kickoffs, I'd say keep the blackout. Do you know what? I'd say keep the blackout. Because it stops all the TV fans from staying at home, doesn't it? I'd keep it. Oh, but we want people to, yeah, I'd keep it. I'd keep it. I'm at that point now where I'd just say keep it. I'd keep it, like I say. Make people, yeah, I'd keep it. Doesn't really affect me anymore because I just attend the games that are at 3 p.m. Do you know what I mean? No. Why would I be going to that? No. Or do you mean am I going to watch it? No. I don't watch 3 p.m. games anymore. I just watch Soccer Saturday because I'm past it. I'm not bothered anymore about them. Yeah, I'm past it. I'm tired of fighting with those streaming sites. What the fuck's going on here? We just Semenyo, chance, deflection on it as well. Yeah, well, each to their own, innit? Each to their own. Me, I made the decision last season. I was fed up, so standing by it. Yeah, I can, but I'm not going to because I'm past it. I'm not in an era or a position where I feel the need to make 3 p.m. kickoffs work. I like to be out at the football, not sitting on my chair watching it at home on dodgy websites. Oh, good ball, but held on too bad on a rummer. Yeah, well, like I say, altogether, I'm not interested at all, not one bit. Every effort will be made to attend all 3 p.m. kickoffs that I need to. I would rather go out there and produce a match day vlog than sit here trying to fight with sites or apps. I like the aesthetic of this. Go for Stuttgart against Bayern Munich. They are level. Yeah, this is Cowboy Brown, this one. Cowboy Brown. It's got like a leather around it. Where's your green one? I lost it. Where's your black one? I lost it. Precisely. Good. I'm glad you did. A couple of Leeds fans even enjoyed it. So, like I say, I have read the comments. I've just not got around to replying to them yet. The only thing I will say is it might have given off the impression that Nottingham Forest was my main club. That's when I was reading them. I think it gave the impression that Forest was my main club. They're not. For me to know and you to find out. No, I didn't use a helmet. Come on, be real with it. Yeah, I can't take a helmet into a stadium, so no. I just used a head strap and cycled carefully. I already have to fight with bag restrictions to get the cameras through. So, if you think I'm getting a helmet through, no chance. The Action 6 is not a secondary camera. I'll make that abundantly clear right now. By no means is the Action 6 a secondary camera. No, it's not a secondary camera. It's not a secondary camera. They're both equal to each other because they've both got different responsibilities and different capabilities. So no, it's not a secondary camera by no stretch. But Originally, when I bought it, it was going to be secondary, but it's not. Yes, but like I say, no, the Action 6 is not going down as a secondary. It's not secondary. I don't see it as secondary. I see it as I need them both, and they both come with me. And that won't be the end of the lineup, but they both come with me, and they both get runtime. I don't think I'll be trying GoPro anytime unless I win the lottery. I won't be trying GoPro. I don't mean that in the sense of GoPros are expensive. I mean that in the sense of GoPro is not a brand that I would pick first to buy. In terms of my camera lineups, will be going for Insta360 and DJI. I will disregard GoPro completely in that market. But like I say, I will have a full DJI lineup before I even think about dipping into the 360 market. Yeah, I would upgrade from that though, mate. Personally, I mean, I would. I'm not trying to say that the camera you've got is bad, but I would upgrade. I'm guessing you got it off eBay then, because they don't sell. I don't think they're for sale anymore. One minute at a time. That's it. Oh, I'd say sooner than 2 years, because I mean, I would guarantee that the Pocket 2s stop getting upgrades, but okay. That's half time. Palace nil, City 1. I would bet. I would bet that the Pocket 2 doesn't film 4K. And what I do know also for definite is that nothing of the Pocket 2 or the Pocket 3 will have internal storage, which DJI do now include on cameras beyond the Pocket 4. In fact, the Osmo 360, the Action 6, the Pocket 4 and Pocket 4P, and the Nano all have internal storage, which immediately is a selling point over Insta360 at the minute. Right. Fair enough. So it's 1-0 to Palace at half time. Here at 1-0 to Man City at half time here at Selhurst Park between Palace and Manchester City. And in the other games, I'm keeping an eye on work to do for the PSG and Wrexham as well. And there is plenty more to come across this Premier League weekend. Tomorrow is a 4-game Saturday with 2 games at 3 p.m, one at 12:30, one at 5:30. We'll be doing the 12:30 kickoff of Liverpool Forest and 5:30 Spurs Newcastle. Bit of a mess Super Sunday. I would say the Leeds Brentford will be more entertaining than the Man United Ipswich game, but each their own. So I think that overall Saturday is going to be more entertaining than Sunday. Just. Well, I don't know. I might look back on Saturday and I might go, that was boring. But on the preview, tomorrow should be more exciting and more thrillful than Sunday. Even though there's more games. Well, no, there's an equal amount of games. Yeah, you get drift. So, yeah, we start you off at 12:15 tomorrow. Liverpool against Nottingham Forest is a 12:30 kickoff at Anfield. Forest looking for their 3rd straight win at Anfield, but they will, I think, go into that in a lot of people's heads as there to lose. I don't think many people will back them. At the minute, I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be a 1-1 draw, but maybe they'll surprise us, and I'm just basing that off of recent performances and obviously the 2 defeats to Leeds. It's their first away game of the season, though, so who knows? Who knows? We could see a completely different Forest tomorrow. I'm interested to see how they play tomorrow, and hopefully they get that 3rd straight win at Anfield. Bayern 4-1 up. Yes. Yes. 5:30. 5:15 we start. 5:30 kickoff. Yes. Spurs Newcastle is on our agenda. Yeah. If you do want to see the full schedule of what we've got planned this weekend, do go ahead to the community tab right now and you can have a look there. Our full schedule is there and you can confirm if we are doing the game that you want us to via that list, which has been pre-posted and scheduled. Yes, Spurs Newcastle is a 5:30 kickoff. We're live from 5:15. Yes, every weekend and every midweek there will be a new schedule for you. We will always let you know in as far advance as we can what we're doing and what the plan is. Nope. Again, there is a statement on the community tab. In fact, I will read a little bit of that to you as well, because people should be reading the community tab. Please do read the community tab and please do check it, because I provide updates on a regular basis. And I have given a statement on there. I mean, I'm not having to go at people, but if you want the information, I do post it. So and please, I do advise you, keep checking it, because over recent days and weeks, there's going to be some new things coming. So, but it's labelled fixture attendance and match day vlogs notice. And it clearly states that due to Brighton and Hove Albion versus Arsenal and Forest versus Arsenal, in coordination with those attendances being booked and paid for, I will not be making any attempts to make an outing in the Carabao Cup round 3, despite my love for the Carabao Cup and commitment to the Carabao Cup. And I was exclusively looking for a home fixture in round 3 to prevent me having to make the hard decision not to include Carabao Cup round 3 with any attendances. It also states that due to Forest's Carabao Cup exit, there also is no opportunity for me to attend the fixture because really, I'm not going to be that interested or that encouraged to attend otherwise. So yeah, it's there. Please read the community tab in future is all I'm going to say. And I'm not having a go. All right. But you do need to be looking at the community tab. If you want the information, it is there. Champions League attendance will be limited to ballot wins only or games that go down to 0 points. In terms of Arsenal Champions League games, the Champions League will not be considered a priority during its league phase. Except for the final day of the league phase, and only if Arsenal get a home game or a game that will go down to 0 points, will I then feel the need to attend the game due to TV issues, such as the games being put on TNT Sports Extra, meaning that they are hard to watch. And yes, if a game does go down to 0 points, I will attempt to buy a ticket and I will hopefully get a ticket. And then it's up to me to either resell that ticket or attend the game. I'm not going to round 3, no. Like I say, the statement is there. I posted the statement almost immediately after the draw. As soon as I saw the draw, I posted the statement. I let you know as soon as I saw the draw result. So once the draw was made, I made the statement. It's out there. So, yeah. I knew that I was going to be making that statement as soon as I found out we were going to get an away game, pretty much. It was only going to be under exceptional no, in fact, there would have been no circumstances unless it was a North London derby. In which case, then I would have had to do some kind of wriggling. No, I can't ditch the Brighton game because arrangements have been... I've made too many pre-arrangements to ditch the Brighton game, so no. If it was Brighton away again, I would have attended that, though. So, yeah, a lot of information there, but you know the reasons why. And look, the way it has been scheduled, the way it's been done this year, those types of fixtures which I'm going to want to attend are in awkward areas. So sadly, out of 8 or 9 teams in Europe, Arsenal were part of 2 The remaining 6, I believe it was, got home games. So it's bad luck. And if it was a home game, I would have already been in talks to get tickets. So it's just luck of the draw, guys. And it's purely luck of the draw. types of things. But you know the market at it. For away games, it is difficult to get tickets. And at the minute, I haven't been to an away game yet, or with Arsenal, to be able to even ask for a face value ticket off to England. So there are a number of factors, but yeah. Deadline day is Tuesday, by the way. Prepared as the second half, showing us the goal. Birmingham City scored to take the lead. Wrexham, Birmingham ahead. 1-0 there. Second half is about to get underway, then 1-1 little outbreak from Sky. And then can Pierre Sage and his men pull themselves back into it? City are out, definitely, because Erling Haaland's there. And definitely the next goal is crucial, as Clinton Morrison was saying, because if City get another one after, like, it's game over. Palace just starting to make their way through the tunnel now. Yeah, if City's at a second, I think it's over, personally. And that's probably sounds a bit harsh against Palace and a bit, but for me, that's the level Palace are at right now. So next goal is a big one. Next goal is a big one. Is the mic not working? Is it not, or is it going quite funny? Right, let me have a little look at that. There you are. That should be better now, hopefully, with all fingers crossed for you. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Hopefully that's rectified now. Yeah. It sometimes just switches for whatever reason. I don't know why, but should be fixed now for you. I don't know the brand, but it's all right. It's just all right. Gianluigi Donnarumma. What? No, I'm looking at the light. Just ignore me there. Anyways, that is now Donnarumma, who's got the ball back from Gahey. Good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Yeah. Back post there towards O'Reilly, who was unmarked. It's still the Trust one at the minute. The 720p one. Oh yeah, that I know that one was bad. I know that one was bad. Yeah. I'm very aware of how bad that one was. Yeah. So pulled back by Mitchell, and then Ketia. Close, but not at all close enough. That is a good cutback by Mitchell and Ketia. He is surrounded by bodies. He's under pressure. It's out for a front. Semenyo there. Anderson will clip it over to try and pick out the run of Semenyo. It evaded him, but with a deflection of Kalili, one of the new signings, with a bit of a weird name as well. No offence, but in by Shirky the corner, headed out to Anderson, who plays this shot over the bar. He was on his toes. Hit it a bit too quickly, maybe take a touch. Didn't look like he took a touch. That's a great interception. The Canada picked off. Foden. Haaland leaves it for Shirky. Shirky trying to find a room. And he gets it. And he scores. And that could be the winning goal. It has been said by me and by the pundits that if City get a second, it could be over. And I think that might just do it for Manchester City. Yeah. Scrappy. But in. To be fair, quick speed to evade through the bodies. They can't all be pretty. But it's excellent footwork from Shirky. As Palace go on the attack, they win themselves a free kick. Taki's in the house. How you doing, Taki? Good to see you on board. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, not so bad, thanks, mate. What about you? Goal for Brexham, who've equalised against Birmingham City. It's 1-1. It's a free kick here in a somewhat dangerous position for Palace. Oh, that's hit the bar, and it's actually gone in off the bar. The deficit cut back to 1, and Pino with the free kick, which has hit the bar and gone in. Goodness me. I mean, it definitely hit the bar. I wasn't really looking at what part of the bar it hit, but then I saw it was in. It doesn't hit the other side. I think Donnarumma's outstretched palm knocks it in off the top side of the bar. Down, off his back, and over the goal line. I think that might be an own goal. But what a hit by Yeremy Pino. To force an own goal of Donnarumma, it has to be a good hit. Yeah, I don't know why you got rid of Sky, to be fair. I wouldn't have. Well, that's the price of football, isn't it? Ryan Cherky. Semenyo. What? What about? Well, one of the bad things about this weekend, and I'm probably not going to be what a finish by Ryan Cherky. Had the room, took the shot. What a goal. His second of the night. 2-goal cushion restored by City. And Cherky with his second. And just as that went in, I was saying, I'm not going to like Monday because it's a bank holiday. That is what I was going to say before I interrupted the goal. Before I was interrupted by the goal. Yes, Monday is a bank holiday, so I'm not going to be very happy on Monday. I do not, and I repeat, do not, by any stretch of the imagination, like bank holidays. In fact, I hate them. Absolutely despise bank holidays. And I will always work them as well. That's one thing I will say, because I guarantee you, your workplace will like you for doing it as well. I would say, look, no, I'm not having the day off. Without putting myself at risk of getting sacked, I would make every push to force my workplace to let me work on the bank holiday. Oh, I can't bear it. So half an hour gone. 3-1 to Manchester City. I don't work yet. I'm looking for a job. But what I'm saying is, when I do, and I will be quite persistent in the fact that I will want to work bank holidays. And I would almost certainly imagine that working bank holidays will get you in the good books of your managers or bosses, if it is a possibility to work bank holidays, and obviously you are entitled to take them off. .26 minutes remaining of the 90. And I think this game is almost certainly won for Manchester City. Far too easy to pick open Palace tonight. And that third goal from Cherki was just quality. Ah, very nice, very nice. I mean, I would personally try to buy all kits before the season starts, but each to their own. Yeah, fair enough. I don't personally rate the home kit that much this year. We'll slap Villa and we'll slap Chelsea. Villa look completely depleted. A risk for relegation, I'd say. Is Dean Henderson going up for the corner here? Oh no, ignore me. It's a City corner. What am I thinking tonight, eh? Anyway. So you're behind on the kits as well. Fair enough. Just don't rate it. I just don't rate it. I'm not a big fan. Don't like the material either. I like the more shine. It's not got that shininess about it this year either. Yeah, it's like that more kind of bubbly and airy kind. I prefer the kits that feel more like smooth. Yeah, I'm not the home kit's biggest fan this year. No. Yeah, I much prefer last year's home kit. Well, not so much better, but better. Yeah, better. Just better. Well, there was a queue at the back post. Cross went in. City defended it well, though. Clearly not a good chance by Clylie. Andy Madley gives the free kick. Yeah, I can't see Palace finding the opportunities to get 2 goals and level it up. Oh, waste of money. I'm sorry, but why are you paying? Give it a. I would never even put a penny. No. F1. I'm sorry, but Dwight McNeil signed from Everton. Crystal Palace coming on here. Yeah, I would never put a penny of my money anywhere near the F1, which I don't consider a sport. Sitting in a vehicle and racing it round using the power of diesel, electric, or petrol. No. Scary attack. You're mad. We'll beat them. And we'll beat them comfortably. They're a clown club. We'll beat them. Why you even find it appropriate to ask that question, I don't know. We'll beat them. Shouldn't be a... We'll beat them. That's all you should think. 3-1. We're a better club with a bigger club. And we should be doing a double every season. If Chelsea take points in the Emirates, that's a problem. Facts, yeah. Now you're getting it. Chelsea are a clown club, mate. I've just literally moaned about F1. Like I say, it's not a sport. It's not a sport. No way. I will not agree to anybody who tells me that it's a sport. It's crap. Absolute crap. It's not a sport. It's not a sport. And people should stop labeling it as a sport. Yeah, I hate F1 to my spine. Oof. Yeah. Are you? Very nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not an enthusiast like he is, but I have knowledge. And I also have a few that I love. Long time. Well, yeah, I don't love them as a whole, but there are specific breeds of train that I do love. And if I win the lottery, we'll be buying one of when they are retired. I've said this as well. Like, there is a class of train which, when it goes out of service, if I have the money, I will buy and preserve. And that is Bombardier Class 221 Voyager. Yes, when they go out of service, I will happily preserve one and buy one. 221. It's the Voyagers, mate. Bombardier. The Voyagers. The Voyagers. Bloody, my entire childhood sits within the Voyagers. They're the Voyagers. How do you not know? Voyagers. Yeah. The Voyagers. You know. 221, 220, 222. Bombardier. You're missing out. I mean, I hate the fact they get packed up, but I don't care. I love those trains. Yeah, I rate them. I rate them. I've got them as well. I'll be wearing one on Monday. They're still sealed though in their packaging. No, it's not. The home kit is not. Nah. It's a poor home kit. I'm sorry, but you ain't fooling me with some nice, pretty patterned sleeve cuffs. It's the material is what I don't like most of all. Nah, not at all for me. I'm sorry, but it's not good. Each to their own. If you like it, you like it. I say no. I'll wear it, and I don't mind it, but it's not a good kit. It is not. It is not a good kit. Compared to last season, that kit stinks. Oscar Mingueza replacing Anand Kalali. I would advise you to get all three. And by the way, don't tell me you can't afford it. Get them from China if you need to, mate. You can get them £12 each from China. DHgate. Yeah, innit? Andy Madley's saying something. Play on. Well, full of factories that produce a lot of goods, yes, that we like. Wouldn't say it's a particularly nice country. I mean, if you want to go somewhere nice, which is in the category of innovation, I would probably say Japan and Tokyo. I've only ever been to one other place, actually, outside of the UK, and that's the Canary Island of Fuerteventura. Twice. I have no interest in visiting Asia, to be fair, at all. Anywhere Asia or Australasia, like Australia, New Zealand, I'm not particularly interested in visiting ever in my life. At the minute, probably more Africa, America, and Europe. That's where I want to visit. Fair enough. No. I'm just saying that is not a part of the world. The Far East, the East, is not an area of the world that I am interested in visiting. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. At some point. Not in an urgent rush, but yeah. Yeah. No, we'll win it. Yeah, we'll win it. Ten minutes to go here. Selhurst Park, 3-1 to Manchester City. Still. We're fine, mate. We've got Conser. Not that we need him. So, Mosquera, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Ryan Cherky's going off. He's provided the 2 goals, which are the difference between Palace and Man City. And his second goal was a beauty. I wouldn't change anything, mate. I wouldn't change anything. No. I've said it quite a few times. I think it set a beautiful scene. I think that it played a very, very good role of being a title presentation stadium. I'm not going to explain myself anymore, mate. I've said it several times. I don't need to keep repeating myself. But no, my answer is no, I wouldn't change it. That's it. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. No, look, again, like I say, my opinion is that Selhurst Park set a good scene. So I wouldn't change anything. If it looked bad, then I'll say something about it. Lille have beaten PSG. It's 2-0. But wouldn't change anything about it. No, definitely not. And Eze to lift it there. Nice. Good for him. Left Palace for Arsenal. Comes back with Arsenal to lift the trophy at his former stadium, which he made memories in for himself and spent a lot of his career in. So, Foden, Haaland, will they get the fourth? They will. Root for the net. Erling Haaland with a grin. A 4-1 win for Manchester City of bare minimum. 2 for Turkey, 2 for Haaland. And at 2-0 the game was over. The game is now over by a certain mark. Yeah. And the City fans are singing, "We are top of the league." Yeah, but only until Monday, where I would say Arsenal are very much guaranteed a victory at Villa Park, considering the circumstances. We're Aston Villa right now. It is the most confident that Arsenal fans will feel about going to Villa Park in a long time. Four minutes to go, and City, well, they've got the 3 points. How you doing, Kate Jonathan? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. See you tomorrow, Ash. Have a good one. Yep. I'm all right, thanks. What about you two? Well, I'm not looking forward to Bank Holiday Monday, but otherwise, yeah, I'm fine. I hate bank holidays with a very strong passion. I don't like bank holidays. Oh, yeah, that's not going to go down well with me at all. Good. I think you'll get a draw 2-2. Final 30 seconds then, and goal back for PSG. I think Leo still won that for me. Bit early to say, but not looking so good now, is it? Yeah, no, a risk, but I think they'll come good. Not been a good start to the season, though, most certainly not. Losing by, 6-1 over 2 games. Conceding 6, scoring 1. And the 1 goal being an own goal. 5 more minutes remain. Nico Gonzalez. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good signing, to be fair. Transfer window shuts on Tuesday, so all business needs to be done pretty soon now. It's a coast. It's a breeze for City. 3 minutes of rain. Foden and Semenya with the exchange of passes. Been very easy for City tonight. I don't think they've been tested at all. Which young Arsenal player, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, Semenyo, fed by Buwadi, who tried to get the assist there. Is that going to be a corner late on for City? It's a good ball to Semenyo. Just slipped. So he tried to get it under his stride and prepared to get a shot away. Is it Ethan Nwaneri? NWA Newari. Nwaneri? I haven't heard anything. Might need another half a season. Yeah, maybe. Final minute of the 5 minutes added on. Marquinhos has pulled it back to 2-2 for PSG against Lille. Yeah. I'm not sure if it will happen, but we'll see. I haven't heard anything, really. I'm not fully invested into the transfer news. I'm not going to lie about that, but we'll see. Full-time whistle has gone. And a very comfortable victory for Manchester City and Enzo Maresca. They weren't tested at all. They were not tested at all. And I can't lie about that. They weren't. They've breezed through it. For Palace, the road to get their season started is going to be a difficult one, I think. Squad looks a bit ungelled. Pierre Sage has got work to do in the back rooms. Final score, very comfortable with Manchester City as they beat Crystal Palace by 4-1. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow at 12:15.